Okay, let me test the audio here. Okay, sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and get some beads. Welcome to the first live Bead N Brew. Welcome in. It's a nice weekend night. We can just do some beading together. Low stress. I did get the Bargain Bead Box in the mail today, and I'm not sure I want to do an actual video for it, so maybe we'll just do it in the live here. We'll see what we got. Did anybody else get the Bargain Bead Box? This one, by title, should be like right up my alley. Let me see. A Galaxy of Gems. How provocative. Let's see. And it comes in this blue bag here. How are we feeling? I'm already seeing some, you know, good stuff there. Let's see what we got. All right, I do love these bags though. I keep those. I send, if I send Happy Mail or purchases, I reuse those bags. So we got a win there. It looks like our metal components are going to be gold. And so, yeah. This gold is actually decent. I don't mind this gold. These are little, those are little, oof. Those are some shiners right there. Yeah, but this chain, these little, it says 24 karat gold plated brass frames. Saturn's rings. Okay. That's a nice gold though. They're very light. So let's see. I'm just not gonna go by this little thing. We'll just take a look at them and see. I think this actually, like, no shade, I think this box is actually gonna be the one that makes me cancel Bargain Bead Box. I think it's time. Does anyone still get it? You can just comment if you're in the chat. So let's see, first up, we're looking at a 30mm sodalite triangle pendant. That's strictly okay. Looks like almost like a soft solder on it. Yeah, let's see. I actually like these, the 8mm lapis and chrysocolla dyed round. Those are pretty cool. I do like those. Let's see. I like that they went with, here, let me see if they have a description. Inspired by the Milky Way, this month's high-value collection includes an array of beautiful gemstone beads, each inspired by a different planet. Create your own solar system jewelry or combine the rich beauty of natural gemstones any way you desire. A high-quality set of golden findings and celestial themes completes the collection. A note about Saturn. The gold bead frames are meant to tightly fit the tiger skin jasper beads in order to represent Saturn's rings. As these gemstones vary slightly in exact size, some beads on the strand may not quite fit the frames, while others should fit perfectly. Okay, so I see what they're trying to do. And I'm in the Space Force, so space theme things are really like up my alley. I actually created this channel and my whole like brand, it's not really a brand, before the Space Force was even a thing. So having the opportunity to join the Space Force was like perfect. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just go through them. Let's just go through them. Okay. 6mm blue goldstone lab created round beads to represent outer space. I do love me a gold or a blue goldstone. These are okay. They're okay. They're pretty good. They're all right. Let's look at 8mm tiger skin jasper round beads to represent Saturn. And they are putting prices. Have they been doing that? I'm gonna have to check back my other packages. Have they been putting, are they really trying to like drive home the fact that this is a deal? I mean, it is a deal. I'm not, yeah, okay. So these are pretty nice. I like those. We're getting lots of rounds. I mean, I know it's supposed to be planets, but 6mm larvikite, labradorite round beads. I've honestly never heard that word in my entire life. Larvikite. Okay. So this is supposed to represent Mercury. These are interesting. There's some flash. I don't know if you can tell on live, but there is some flash to these. Yeah, those are okay. Let's look at 8mm aqua quartz dyed round beads for Uranus or Uranus if you're American. These are okay too. Blue is one of my least favorite colors. Let's see. 8mm sodalite round beads to represent Neptune. Some sodalite in here. $10mm striped agate dyed heated round beads. It's supposed to be Jupiter. Ooh, I like these. I just like a good agate. I really do. Even if they're dyed, which these are. 8mm carnelian. This is dyed and heated. I do love a good carnelian. Those are okay. We do have some irregular shape, but they are gemstone. We have sorry, this theme is cracking me up. Approximately 4mm lava stone, electroplated, I'm guessing. Semi-round beads to represent the asteroid belt. Yo, I appreciate I appreciate the thought that went into this one. Whoever did this one, that was cool. That's pretty cool. That's funny. That's not, not too dissimilar. Okay, which one are these? Okay, 8mm top quality crackle glass beads in amber. Actually, these are the ones that I immediately picked out, and I was like, I like those. Let me see. And they're saying that this strand is supposed to be $3.99. I don't know if I buy that. I don't know. I do like them though. I do like them. I think the prices on the little envelopes or the what am I trying to say? The little baggies are a little unnecessary because I mean, I think we can all agree that the Bargain Bead Box is a decent price. I think, did they raise their prices? I'm pretty sure that's, I don't know if they were getting kickback because they raised their prices, but I think we can agree that like for around $20 a month, this is pretty good. You don't have to do the work of picking out your own theme, and especially for beginners, right? I think the prices are a little unnecessary. Okay, 3mm labradorite faceted round beads to represent the moon and Pluto, dwarf planet. So this is going to be 15 inches. And look at these little babies. These little babies. I like these little babies. These are cute. I like the inclusions. So when you think of labradorite, you don't normally think of this color, but you know, it comes in all shapes and sizes here, so colors and all that. So we'll put those off there. Let's see. And then we just got some 4mm crystal faceted bicone beads in metallic blue iris, 13 inches, $3.99. No, I don't. There was nothing that it denoted like what it was supposed to mean. So I'm guessing this is left up to your imagination. So, I mean, you could make it like stars, kind of, I guess, maybe. So we got the Saturn's rings, we've got these stars, which look, oh, let's see, 24 karat gold plated brass Starlink charms, and there's a 12-piece mix. So we have a mix of sizes. And I think they're supposed to have some detailing on one side. I kind of don't know, like, what would you do with these? You could put them as like a stamp in polymer clay. You could do that. So what was this supposed to represent? Nope, this doesn't represent anything. That was my favorite part. So we have steel knurled. Are we seeing? They're really trying to test me today. They're really trying to test me, bro. Steel knurled chain, okay? Oval chain, get it right, get it correct. Okay, so I like this chain. I really do. It's already like a color that I feel like would be the same when it tarnishes. So I mean, I feel like we could really use it. We could actually use that one. And we have gold-plated stainless steel Galaxy Swirl pendant. Oh, Galaxy Swirl. That reminds me, for some reason, it reminds me of Naruto. I don't know if there's any anime lovers in the chat, but it reminds me of Naruto. All right, we have 24 karat gold-plated brass links, 4 pieces. This is supposed to be $3.99 retail. You could honestly, okay, this is what I'm thinking when I'm seeing these. It looks to me like the Polaris, so like the North Star, right? Which is on theme for the box, okay? But you could add a rhinestone, like a flat back to that. That would be pretty cool. You could actually put it on both sides, so no matter what, it's just so flimsy. I mean, they're kind of hard, but... Oh, wait, nope. Okay. They're not gonna bend on you if you're just wearing them, but I feel like if you got pulled, I don't know, might be a problem. But I like these. I think they're cool. All right, and then we have some 2 brass magnetic clasp with stainless steel celestial charms. See, with the beauty of edited videos, you don't have to watch me struggle opening these bags. Because I have like bad carpal tunnel. Let's see. We have 2. Oh, I like these. These are cute. These are cute. I do like these. I'm not, you know, I'm a huge fan of space. We've already established, I think space is super cool. But for some reason, space-themed things kind of aren't my jam. I think only because it doesn't capture really what it is. I'm not trying to get in the weeds here. But I remember going through like a really tough time in my life, and this was right, like I was probably 25, and I was like, what is my purpose? You know, I was really struggling spiritually, I guess. And then my boyfriend at the time, now husband, was like, you need to see the video of the known universe. And if I can remember to post that, I will. But it shows just how small we are and how vast space is. And so, in the grand scheme of things, humanity is such a small blip on the history of the universe. And so, even less so is the like day-to-day overall significance of each person's life. So, that sounds kind of negative, but it actually brought me comfort to think that it really doesn't matter what I do, but I'm choosing to spread joy, like make people's lives as happy as I can. I know this is like really hippie stuff, but after that moment, after I saw that video, I was like, I was okay with it, because I was like, it's just up to me how I want to live my life, and you know, hopefully I can be a positive influence on other people's lives. And that's what I did. So hopefully I can achieve that at some point in my life. That's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, space holds a really special place in my heart, and when I see space themed things, it just seems like, I don't know, it's not an accurate, I don't know how to explain it. It just seems like it never seems like accurate enough. I guess sound like a crazy person, but that's what I think. So we'll put this away. I think that if they couldn't keep me with this box, I don't think they can, because all of these are round beads except for the bicones. The bicones didn't even have a purpose. They were just thrown in. And I don't want to shut out beginner beaders, but I'm at the point in my collection of beads where I feel like quality over quantity. So when I cancel this one, it's just going to be Sam's Bead Box and Softflex design kits. Softflex has been a very lovely company. I love working with them. And the people there are fantastic. And what I love about the beading community, and well, at least the part of the beading community I've been exposed to. So I've heard, you know, rumors of other things. I'm not here to fuel rumors. But the part of the beading community that I've been exposed to has always been very supportive. And so it's been really, really refreshing. And so I hope to continue that. I hope to never contribute to negativity. So all right, so the Bargain Bead Box is not for me, but it does serve a purpose. It is a good deal, and you know, I'm sure there are thousands of people that enjoy this box, and it's just not going to be me. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call that a wrap on the Bargain Bead Box. There are some other bead boxes that I want to try, and I think like there was one, I can't think of the name, but there was one bead box that was like selling vintage beads, and it was like repurposing different like it would be sent in recycled packaging and stuff, and I thought that was really, really cool. But I can't remember the name of that one. But I thought it was a really cool idea because it was like all dead stock of beads. And so I might try those. If anybody has any suggestions on a bead box that I should try, please let me know. I don't think I've ever tried, I'm not sure I've ever tried the Potomac bead box. Does anyone get the Potomac bead box? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. I actually love Potomac beads. I've never, like, any of these brands that I'm talking about, I've never talked to, like, any of their people or anything, but man, you have to respect the hustle from Potomac beads. Every year, they have, like, an end of year recap of the goals that they set the year before and if they met them, and, like, then what are some of the goals that they have for the year to come. Like, that's awesome. And then they also have, like, tutorials every other day. I mean, you have to respect the hustle on that, you know what I mean? All right, so next up, I have been working on a very special video. A lot of the videos that you see on my channel, they take like days to make. A lot of times it's not like a one and done, you know, I can just sit down for an hour and then we're good, like, and make a video. No, like, this is like a few days in the making. Like, the last video I did, which you should check it out if you haven't, is the what I made with the Soft Flex mystery design kit in Deco the Halls. And I really loved that box. I really, really did. That really spoke to me, especially with when you're being inundated with the gray or the green and the red and the gold and the, you know, like the blue and the white. And so to see the Deco the Halls kit that was black and white and gold and silver and like all the Art Deco, like the 40s, 50s, 30s type of design in there, that really, I loved that box so much. So that box in particular, I received it I think it was the day after Christmas is when I got it. And I've always wanted to do these videos where it's all you can make with etc whatever box, right? And it just takes so long, but that's good, right? Because it shows you that the box is a really good deal. I tried to do it with a Gina Gems creation box, and oh my god, I was sitting there. I was sitting there for days trying to get through this box, and it was like one of her, I think it was like a black and white-ish one. It was a while ago, like 6 months ago. And I opened that box and all the lovely beads, and I was so inspired, and it was right up my alley. Everything was so easy, but she gives you so many beads that you're like, I was like a week into it and I was like, I can't finish this box. So honestly, if you are just beading for a hobby and you're needing something that fills time, right? Any one of these boxes will last you a good while. And when you think about that in terms of dollars spent per hour, most of them are a great deal. All right, so I'm gonna reset here. I'm gonna get another drink, and so you guys go ahead and get a drink as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you a sneak peek of what I've been working on, okay? Because this is another one of those videos that takes multiple days, and I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. So I'm gonna take it's probably gonna be a 3 to 4 minute break. We'll just call it, I'll be back at my time here, it's 8:12, so probably 8:16, and we will take a look, a little sneak peek of what I've been working on. I'll give you a little bit of a hint here. Let me just go ahead and lay these out for you. I'll lay Miss Pickle out here. This is a gift from my friend Amy, who crochets a lot. So let's just lay some things out here as some eye candy. And these are super cool. Also, feel free to go ahead and use the chat if you want, and we can talk back and forth. I know this is my first live stream, but I appreciate anybody who stops by. All right, it'll be just 1 minute. All right, so we're back. Oh, right on time. Look at that. So the beverage that I'm drinking tonight is a rosé prosecco. I don't know what the correct term for that is because it is my anniversary. So we're just having a little fun. All right, so any guesses on what this stuff is? So let me just get the real bag here. One of my friends, I'm not gonna say his real name, but because I don't know if he wants me to do that, but one of my longtime friends, he used to be a coworker, actually designed my intro that you saw, that you may have seen in the last video with the Softflex design kit. And I have this thing where I have just like really awesome friends for no reason. I really don't know how that happens. But ever since the beginning, like he's always made my intros, and he like never asked for anything in return. Is just like an overall good person. And so us being military, you know, we deploy a lot, and he has gone to various places, and I believe these little sea glasses, these are actual sea glass, are from Japan. And so he actually sent me this huge bag full, and here are some of the pieces. Like just massive amounts of sea glass and coral pieces. I also have another bag filled with shells, seashells from Guam, from another friend of mine, another old co-worker. And I just have really awesome friends for no reason. I just don't understand. But they're always like on the lookout for things that I can use in my jewelry. And so people will send me like old buttons, just old fabric scraps, this awesome sea glass. So as you can see, the sea glass that I received was mostly just in pieces or whatever. And then I went ahead and found pieces that kind of nested together. And so I took a little piece of coral here. I nested and glued on a piece of sea glass, which I thought was really cute. And then I added a little preciosa rhinestone here. And I believe that's Rose AB, but it's super sparkly. So then I made a bail here, and this is the necklace that I've been working on. So the pieces that I make from this collection is actually going to be sent back to him, so he can give them to his wife. So these are just custom pieces that I can provide for his family for being so supportive. So some of these he had provided shells as well, and I put those on sea glasses. All these I think will be pendants. I like this one a lot because I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually a piece of glass and you can see that it says OFF, off, on it, which I thought was really cool. So I just made a simple little bail for that. And it's just, you know, because the pieces, it's not that these are like overly extravagant pieces, but they all have a really cool story, which is what I like about them. And so this is 2 pieces of sea glass here, along with a piece of broken coral that I just added, and I will make a bail for that. So the beads that I chose for this pendant in particular, because I love that little rhinestone we got going on, this is what I pulled from the stash. So I've had, I believe these are 8mm, these cool pearls for a long time, years and years. And I think it works really good. And also, you know, pearl is kind of beachy, right? We also have a metallic that I brought in. And I love, this is cat's eye beads that I got from a local bead shop in Denver. And I think those will look really, really cool. I wanted to bring in some more, like, I don't know if this is going to be the right tone. I think I want to put in maybe this. It's kind of to accentuate the sea glass. And it's not an opaque or semi-opaque white. I think that's too white. But this might accentuate it pretty good. So I'm just gonna make a simple V necklace with a simple clasp. I also brought out these, it says unknown. So I always label all my beads just in case I sell them. These look to be very high quality, so they're probably a Preciosa or a Swarovski. A little bit of sparkleness for you. But I label them if I can, because if I sell them, I want you to know what you're getting. We also have some small cat's eye beads here. And so these are the beads that I've chosen for this necklace. I'm going to use gold findings for it. And I'm going to make a necklace and earring set to send back to him to give to his wife, because he collected these pieces from Japan, and I know that he was away from her and his son for a long time. I think it was, what, it was close to like 9 or 10 months, I think. In our job, like, he was a really, really good technician. He's retired, but he's like a civilian that works for the military. And so obviously, like, he's the expert there. And so, you know, when things hit the fan, you know, he needs to go. And so even though he's not active duty anymore, like, he still, you know, continues the mission. So, and, you know, his family still feels that, you know. I think for a lot of civilians, it's hard to really understand, because I hear like, oh, I can't imagine being away from my significant other, my child, or whatever for a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. But you think about it, like, military members are away from their kids for months, their spouses for months, their pets for months at a time. And like, for us, it's like, yeah, we understand, we get it. And for the most part, our families do too, like, they understand. But that doesn't make it less difficult. So this will just be a little thank you. I'm gonna add some like local, you know, Colorado goodies to send in the bag as well. But this is just a little sneak peek. I've already started working on the video, but like I said, they take you know, they take a good while. So this is something I'm super excited to work on. Let's move that all the way. Some of the new goodies that I got in the mail, I had to get this little tying station. It comes with a little foam squisher thing. I'm all about like supporting other creators, and I recently joined Sarah Lovecraft, her paid Facebook group, Hardwireds, I think is what it's called. You know, she does projects every week, and you know, she works really, really hard. And I saw her doing one of these projects with like a tying station. I was like, that looks pretty freaking handy. So I don't normally do a lot of macrame, anything like that, but I think, you know, having one of these on hand will be nice. I also got, take a look at this, I'm like a big baller now. The 1 pound spools of 20 gauge German style wire. 20 gauge is what I use the most. I try to always use the biggest gauge that I can. I know like a lot of people don't do that. If I could fit an 18 gauge in a bead, I will. Because I'm a chunky, funky monkey. But also because it's just more sturdy, and I really want you to be able to enjoy your jewelry that you get. So I got this. These were, I actually got them on Amazon. They were a little cheaper than the Bead N website. I really do wish that Softflex made German style wire, because I would buy from Softflex, because I really like that. I really like that company. But sometimes you just need some German style wire. You know, you need some medium temper wire to get the job done. And sometimes I can't use my craft wire that Softflex has for that. But you should see my collection here of Softflex. It's a little out of hand. I only have a couple rolls of Parawire. I think Parawire also does a medium temper. But I don't think it's in their nylon coated wires. So I could be wrong, but I have a bunch of that on hand. I just have a bunch of supplies. The next thing that has really inspired me recently, and I was just thinking about this on the drive home, and I was perusing, for some reason, well, not for some reason, like, oh my god, I don't know why. No, for some reason it just popped into my head to peruse the Silver Silk website, because Nile and I have never talked. However, in another dimension, we would be best friends. You know, in the parallel dimension, we're best friends. But his stuff is just so like insane. So here's my Silver Silk stuff. I have it in this little caddy. And he actually came out with some, it's a new product. It's like a 3-chain or a 3-wire chain or something like that, and it's like 1.5 millimeters. And so I have a cart built with all that stuff in there, but I can't decide which Tucson like kits that I want from him. So he's doing like pre-orders for Tucson, right? And I'm supposed to be going to Tucson this year. It'd be my first time ever. So if anyone's going, just let me know. But it's like I go there and I feel like Nile is just, he's floating in the year 3065. And we're all here in 2024. You know, I'm here in 1970, okay? Like, I'm still stuck in 1970. He's beyond everyone else. Like, the designs that this person makes is insane. And what's crazy is that you can make, like, he does tutorials that you can make the same stuff. It's crazy. So, I'm looking forward to getting some of the new products from him. I'm going to make a big old order. But I was thinking, like, what are some things that I can do? Okay, so say, for instance, you get a 3-foot spool of, this is pipe chain, okay? We'll just take pipe chain, for instance. Put this stuff away. Pipe chain, honestly, one of my favorite ever stringing materials, because you can just use it as it is. It's malleable enough, but sturdy enough to keep a shape. And there's a freaking hole in it, so you can use wire with it. Like, it's insane, right? But when you get your 3-foot spools, you're often left with these little teeny scraps, okay? Like, I'll show you one of my, well, it's not mine, but this is what I did. And these are actually plays off his own design. Okay, so this is the, this is what you can, dude, this is what he made in a kit, okay? Oh, welcome in, Ruby Girl Jules. Hello, hello. Okay, so this is the colorway in the kit, right? And I was like, look at how cute this is, right? And I was like, oh, we got a beige moment. We have these classy crystals. We have like electroplated mother of pearl. Like, what is the shape? We don't even know, but we love it. We're here for it, right? This is the kit. And this is what these are the two that I made because I had, you know, I had stuff on hand, right? And I was like, let me just, you go from Nile, classy, right? You go from Nile, and then you go from, oh, that's interesting. I honestly, this is one of my favorite colors, Swarovski. I think it's Peridot AB. And so it's one of my favorite Swarovski. I had these like little dichroic glass pieces, you know, from, I think, a Soft Flex kit. And then this one, I was just like, oh, let me step it up. And I used, you know, like a polymer clay bead that I made 5 years ago. And it's like, okay, you know, what's he doing out here? Like, he's being too good. Like, like he's being too close. I had to make it like a like, sorry, Nile, if you ever see this, I'm sorry that I clowned up your design. But, you know, it was just so good. But this is the cool thing. You make these projects, you have your 3-foot spool, you make your projects, and then by the end, you're left with like this little piece. So what do you do with this little piece? And I was thinking, and I was like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this on the way home from the freaking Walmart. But I was like, we need to figure out something to do with this. And of course, you can make a little pendant, right? But what I was thinking is that you cut this piece in half, you get 2 equal pieces, and then you can kind of make some like hoop earrings with a dangle. Are we feeling this? Are we not feeling this idea? Because I don't want to waste any of it. I don't want to waste any of that. Like, that's a good couple dollars worth right there, right? Like, and plus it's amazing. So I don't know. Poor Nile's out here putting his designs, and I'm out here just, you know, clowning them up. There's a bunch of little goodies that I have on my desk. I'm really trying to become more organized, but I'm what they call neurospicy, and that is almost impossible for me. So it's kind of like part of the process. Okay, honestly, Silver Silk, when you go to the website, you have all of these different things. And what I started out with was the old school. The old school was the ball capture chain here. That's not the correct term for it. I think it's called a capture chain. So as you can see, if you haven't seen it before, there's a ball chain, which everybody's like, we know what ball chain is, right? And it's like super like cheap. But then he weaves this super fine wire mesh on top of it, and the combinations are insane. Some of the new ones that he has, these are some old ones. So we got this color too. This is some of my scraps. But it's like some of the colorways are insane. So you got your capture chain, and then you have your pearlesque. You have your pearlesque capture chain. So it's the same idea. With this one, you have a pink ball chain in the middle. You have this this really cool like sparkly, dude, it is so good. So this was like the originals, and then when they came out with the pipe chain, I was like, oh. And then they've come out with this is like the leather. Has anyone used the leather before? So this is just leather cord. So this is kind of a tame combo, right? But some of the new colors for the leather, he's come out with like a bunch more. It looks insane. So this pink one right here, it's called Fairy Pink. I think this is like a special edition. This is screaming Valentine's Day, you know? I think the newest one I don't have any samples of, and it's like the 3, I wish I could remember the name. It's like the 3-wire chain or something. But also the findings, I've never seen, other than Tiara Cast, I have never seen findings this good. And it's like, you know, like everything is so, I don't know. I just admire these creators out here. These creators are insane, and they put so much work and love into their products. And it's like, geez, you know, I wish I had just a little bit of that like creativity that they have. Like they make it so easy for us beaders. So this is my little baby piece. I gotta find something to do with him. But I'm thinking hoop earrings. Let's see what else I have. I've gotten a couple of, I got this new plier holder. And I have way more tools than this, but these are the pliers that I use on a daily. And so, you know, it's easy to keep on my desk. Like, it gets insane how many tools that you can get, you know? It's just a little crazy. But I got that. That was pretty cheap. It's a Bead-A-Lon. And it actually wasn't as cheap as I thought it should have been. I'm not gonna lie. And my last sneak peek for the night before I let you guys go will be this here. Do we know? We've all seen the Jesse James beads. Okay, so these are actually beads that you can buy in Walmart. And my Walmart is super small, and they still have like a decent collection. But they're around $4 a piece. Yeah, yep, Walmart for sure. And so they're around $4 a piece, and honestly, stuff like this doesn't really catch my eye hardly ever, because when I'm thinking about pieces that I want to create for my shop, like there's a certain, I don't want this to sound mean, but there's like a certain quality level that I'd like to have. And that includes, when I look at the beads, I want to look at their coatings, and I want to look at, when you look at it up close, I want you to think, wow, this is quality, this is something that somebody loves, and that it's a creation from somebody, right? When I look at beads like this, and I believe that these are made specifically for Walmart, I could be wrong, but they are at a very affordable, very low price point. And I understand they're trying to get to the beginner beater, or maybe the beater that's on the budget. But when I look at them, like the coatings are just kind of not there. But I wanted to show how many things, yeah. I'm not trying to be mean, but these, I mean, they are affordable beads, right? And that comes with a price. So if you're looking to just start beading, I think it's good. I think they have their place, but they are made in China, and if that bothers you, like there's an implication there, right? Like we can't understand like working conditions for these laborers, right? Like it's just, when I get older, I think about these things, and so I'm not trying to make it a political standpoint or anything, but it's just like, I'd rather save up a couple weeks and buy maybe a $20 bag of beads from like Soft Flex, or a $20 kit from Nile, or whatever, right? And so I still wanted to show that, hey, even though like these are super cheap, you still can practice and make, you know. So I'm gonna do like how many pieces of jewelry or how many pairs of earrings can I make from this one kit. So that'll be a video, but I will probably disclose, like, you know, my concerns with the manufacturing process and all that. But you know, if you don't have a choice, then you don't have a choice, right? Like, so I'm not faulting anybody for their choices. It's just something to consider. But yeah, it's been pretty chill over here for me for the past couple weeks. I mean, work is very stressful as always, but you know, I did get a Cricut. I actually got a Cricut that can make components out of leather, so that I can actually add leather components into, or fake leather, faux leather components into jewelry. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. So I might have to do a video on that. If you guys can think of anything else you'd like to see on the channel, just let me know. I'm always looking for good ideas. It actually helps get my creative juices flowing when you guys have ideas. But I won't take up any more of your night here. I've been going for about an hour, but hopefully I can make this a weekly occurrence. We can just do our Bead N Brews live, and then we can have some good conversation. But I appreciate everybody that's joined the chat, even if it's been just for a couple minutes. But I hope everybody's staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon in the next one.